This video contains harsh language, specifically English. Warning: the following video contains opinions, and they could even be contrary to yours. Please remember that even in the heat of the moment, it's about opinion. If you watch the whole video and you still don't agree with me, well, feel free to sound off in the comments, just don't be a dick about it. Opinionated mates.
This is pretty ridiculous. Zenimax are being sued over the music they used for one of their trailers for Fallout 4, namely the song The Wanderer, which I think most of you are pretty familiar with. You know, I'm the kind of guy that goes around fucking women, I'm a terrible waste of space, you know, that one. Well, the singer of that song, Dion, really now, that's a silly name, has decided that he's going to sue the pants of Zenimax because he objects to the excessive violence used in the game and how his song is portrayed as somehow approving this violence that the young people are engaging in. You know, the game's rated 18+, but okay. He didn't object to the song being used in a 1979 movie about New York gangland subculture with, you know, rape and violence and blood and guts and all that stuff, but he objects to it in Fallout 4 now. Why? Well, I can answer that one. Dion is no longer relevant. I mean, you'd hear the song The Wanderer and you'd be like, who sung that? Would you remember it was Dion? No, you wouldn't. The name doesn't ring a bell, but guess what? You know the name now. I've said it a couple of times. He's relevant again. Dion, look at that. He's made himself relevant. And two, I reckon his bank account's looking really low. The song isn't used very often these days. It only really gets played on Capital Gold. Oh, there I am showing my age. It's just called Gold now. It's pretty much only played on 60s stations, you know? His song is hardly popular or well-known anymore. He's hardly popular or well-known anymore. He thinks, hold on, there's a slight mistake in my contract. I'm going to demand that I get more money from Zenimax. And Zenimax, being the big company that they are, they're just going to go ahead and pay this guy. I just know it. They're going to go ahead and pay this guy. They're going to settle it. Of course they are. They got tons of money, and they're like, oh, look at this fart. We might as well pay him off so he shuts the fuck up. That's what they're gonna do. I just think there's this incredible disconnect. It's like he's saying, I don't like the way my music is being used, but he would have signed off on his music being used. He would have signed off. If he had reason to dislike it, he could have said he had the opportunity. He didn't do it. It's his fault. In any realistic situation, he wouldn't be owed anything. But because this is Zenimax and they're a big company with lots of money, and Fallout is very important to Zenimax because it makes them shit tons of money, of course they're going to pay this guy off. They're going to pay him off. They're just going to be, click, done. You know what? Forget it. Let's just pay this Dion some money and shut him up. That's what's going to happen. In my opinion, they shouldn't pay him. If he's the kind of guy that goes from town to town and has sex with multiple women and then doesn't stay around, pretty much paraphrased lyrics to the song. I'm assuming that, you know, it's an autobiographical song. He's a bit of a womanizer, a bit of a male slut, really. I'm assuming that that's an accurate description of him, and if it is, why should he be owed any money? He wrote a song about going around and banging as many women as possible and then not being around to look after their kids. And then he's complaining that his song is being used in a violent video game. It's just this massive hypocrisy. It's like, oh, going around and fucking loads of women and then, you know, not staying around is fine, but using the song in a violent video game trailer is not. Bitch, please. You're the kind of guy that goes from town to town suing people for no reason. Yeah, you're the Wanderer. Yeah, you're the Wanderer. You roam around the dustbin. That's where your record belongs. That's where you belong. Dion. But that's just my opinion. What's yours?